absolutely ridiculous.
I'm telling you, bananas are not food fruit.
Yes, they are their own food group. How can you explain? All right, good evening and welcome to WTOP Nightly News. I'm Tom Lindsay.
And I'm Chrissy Galvin.
Today is May 1st, and for most people at WTOP, it is a day where we pass the torch to our next generation.
I didn't write that. Anyway, well, tonight we're sitting here at the news desk for the first time. Him for the very first time as an anchor. He's learned the hard way. Not under management.
And unemployed.
Okay. Well, that being said, we are off to bigger and better things. But for tonight, enjoy the senior broadcast.
I still need a job. All right. So firefighters and police were at SUNY Oswego this morning at Hewitt Union in the basement because apparently there was a fire. No one was injured, so don't be alarmed. But they say the cause of the fire was because of a sawdust, whatever that is. But I would have to say that it's because of the Audio department. Have you heard their fire mixtapes? Friggin' fire. Moving on.
Okay. A fire broke out at a dairy farm in southern Cayuga County. I guess the trend is fire, and that's where all the milk went. I could never get some at Pathfinder. At around 9 p.m., firefighters responded to a 911 call at the Aurora Ridge Dairy Farm. One person was injured, but the real story is that 20 cows did not survive the fire. What a way to kick off a summer barbecue.
Crack cocaine, heroin, and some other thing I can't really pronounce. Some would call that a party, but for Jeremy Acosta, it was a jail sentence. Wow. Mr. Acosta was arrested for owning more than $1.2 million worth of drugs. Police had a search warrant to search his apartment on First Street. I used to live on First Street, which is really a darn shame considering that BSR is just around the corner. Do you know anywhere where it's convenient to party on the block and get some drugs now? Because my guy's done.
I don't think we're at liberty to say that here, but the Nightly News executive producer, many know him as Anthony Russo, is often coined as one of the loudest and funniest in WTOP. A very, very inexperienced reporter who shall not be named had the opportunity to speak to several people about the infamous topper.
That was me. I'm the inexperienced reporter.
Play the package, please.
Tell us, what do you do here at WTOP?
Well, basically, I am the Nightly News EP. So what I do is I will manage the producers and make sure that their rundowns are, looking good and professional, and all the stories are well written and everything makes sense. And that's my job description, basically.
That's great. Now, can you tell us what you do in your morning routine?
Oh, my morning routine. First, I wake up. That's usually generally first on the agenda. Then I take a nice big poop. Gotta get a big poop. Then I'll usually get out of bed. I'll get out of bed, and then I will walk around, go to the bathroom and brush my teeth and hair, or I won't if I forget. And then I'll go and either lay down if I don't want to go to class, or go to class if I have too many absences in that class.
So how many absences have you had in your classes?
All of them combined, probably roughly 50.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's like half of the semester.
Yeah. So that's what my teachers say too.
That is just some great reporting right there.
I beg to differ.
But I also actually caught up with some of his friends too, which they actually didn't have some very nice things to say about him. Can we roll that?
Breaking news.
Is there anything that you could say about Anthony Russo?
What is there not to say? He's just an eclectic guy. He's full of good, mostly bad.
He's a horrible Munchkin player.
That's true.
He's
cheats.
Absolute horrible Munchkin player.
Why do you say?
Oh, because the way he wins is ridiculous. He's the thief, and he always steals our sandals.
But I like to win in cheap ways, so don't hold that against him.
Okay, that's fair.
Forced to sit next to him for an entire semester every Monday through Thursday.
So can you elaborate on the bad?
Right. Well, first of all, I just feel like his showering could be, I don't know, more frequent, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Maybe
Why do you say that?
He just, I don't know, the stench. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, and usually it's a lot. I know people go for like the musty smell, but it's too much.
So what are your daily interactions with Anthony Russo?
He usually just kind of roasts me.
So what are your daily interactions with Anthony Russo?
Insults?
He is selfish with food. Not as selfish as he is. He doesn't
No,
share his
no,
fries.
he is more selfish than food than I am. That's wrong.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Can we confirm this?
Yes.
Yes.
He does not.
How?
Oh, just ask him for food. He's not going to give it to you.
So can we go get him right now to confirm this for the food, for the sake of justice? For the sake of justice, we need to go ask Anthony Russo right now. Food right now. So let's go. Let's take this package on the road. Mr. Russo, I was just told that you don't share food well. What is this? What is this? What is this allegation that I'm getting from these two young gentlemen right here? Can you care to explain?
This allegation, give me this. This allegation, first of all, is incredibly false.
You're wrong.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Yes, you're wrong.
If anyone here doesn't share food, it's you. You act like
What are you talking about?
you act like your French fries are like pieces of gold, and you're a leprechaun that found it in a pot.
Anything nice that you could say about Anthony Russo?
No.
Is there anything nice that you could say about Anthony Russo?
I just got word from Tom that this is the end of his reporting career, and it turns out that Anthony will be debuting as our meteorologist for the night.
So sad. So sad. All right. Well, all New York State inmates will be receiving free tablets. This is according to the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. The tablets will be preloaded with educational material, but more importantly, the internet. And with that being said, I'm no longer worried about being unemployed. Jail sounds a little bit fun, and the reasoning for the tablets are to help inmates prepare to enter the society after their sentence. So basically, everyone in modern society is glued to their screens, and now inmates have to catch up.
America's new favorite film starlet, Stormy Daniels, will be coming to upstate New York. Yay! Double D Daniels will be performing on August 10th and 11th at Scores, a strip club or a gentleman's club, whatever makes you feel less filthy.
Ooh.
In the town of Tonawanda, oh, that's common. Apparently, Daniels is on a nationwide tour, and I have never been so proud to be an American. God bless. If President's alleged porn star mistress can tour the country like a rock star, then the American dream is alive and well.
Coming up later tonight, some guy's on later, I guess, doing something.
And maybe Facebook will actually not show your info to the Russian bots.
But first, we actually have a quick weather for you from this guy. We don't have quick weather.
But he doesn't have a weather, but he's a person.
yeah.
I was
journalist.
told. I didn't have anything prepared. Can we just go to break and then I'll come back and do a weather after?
That's very unprofessional.
Yeah.
What do you mean unprofessional?
very
I didn't know. It's not in the
Wait,
script.
are bananas a food group?
Bananas are a food group?
It appears that our Grand King, Philip the Bro, has decided to leave the mainland.
So what does that mean for us?
It means that we can rule campus in the way that we see fit.
If I can unite the campus, then
Then you can be the ruler you were always destined to be.
It would be a long and dangerous quest, but as long as I have a band of men like you, we can get it done. Who's with me?
When you are in space, you can't run down to the store to buy parts. You have to improvise with what you have on your mission. Making is when there is something new that was not in existence at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
It's an incredible sense of accomplishment when you have made something. That's why I make. Now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
hey there. I'm Anthony Russo, your meteorologist for the evening. First of all, that package about me was all lies. All right, let's go to the radar and satellite. It's pretty dry, not a lot of moisture there. Let's expand now. Let's take a look here. High pressure system coming in from Canada to us. Good stuff. Let's keep it going. Fulton, currently 66 degrees right now. Syracuse down here at 61. Neat. Let's keep going. Let's zoom in. Oswego, right there, 65 compared to Fulton, 66. Math. All right. Oh, I'm going to adjust my mic. Sorry. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Where'd it go? Oh, is it here? There it is. Okay, how's that? We good? Better? Better? Great. All right, we'll go with that. All right. Fulton, 62 degrees tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. And Syracuse is 67. Let's keep it going. Fulton, 80 degrees tomorrow? Yo, that's awesome. It's going to be hot. We're going to go out and party. All right, Fulton, 63 tomorrow. Okay, let's keep, come on, 50, 60. That's nice. All right, pollen. Pollen, this is a forever pollen, right? There it is, pollen forever. High. You're going to die. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. Tonight, that's tonight's forecast. Rain, I guess. That sounds good. 56 degrees, wind, good stuff. Tomorrow's forecast, lightning, 5 degrees, and snow. Whew. Tomorrow's going to be rough. All right, let's look at the south. The south is Miami. Here's some line. I don't know what it's doing. That's Puerto Rico. Good stuff. Let's keep it going. Look at this picture. This picture's from Thursday, August 3rd, 2017. That's good. All right, let's go. 7-day forecast. Listen to this. Ready? I bless the rains down in Wakanda. Get it? It's the Toto Africa song, but I'm going to talk about Wakanda. Ready? All right, here we go. Black Panther synopsis time. Look at this. I got a full screen. All right. So the movie consists of this guy right here, Chadwick Boseman. He's Black Panther, and he becomes Black Panther because his dad dies. Okay, so his dad dies. He's Black Panther. Then where is he? Where is he on the thing? There's some. Fix my mic again? Come on. How's that? Mic's good? Great. Okay. So I can't find him on here, but basically there's this gorilla guy who comes in, says, I want to be Black Panther, but the Black Panther chokes him, he loses, he's out. So he goes back to the mountains, whatever. Then Michael B. Jordan, right here, he decides, no, I want to be Black Panther because my dad was your dad's brother, and so they're cousins. So he comes in, challenges this guy for Black Panther, and he beats him. And he's got like all these weird dots on his body. And then so Michael B. Jordan throws Chadwick Boseman over a waterfall. Oh my God, I'm falling because I'm Chadwick Boseman. So he falls off the waterfall. Michael B. Jordan becomes the Black Panther. So now Michael B. Jordan tells some old lady, hey, let's burn these flowers that give people the Black Panther powers because I don't want any more Black Panthers. The old lady's like, we can't do that because you might die. But he's like, nah, I'm not going to die because I'm awesome. She's like, okay. But thankfully, Lupita Nyong'o comes in somewhere. She comes in and she saves one of the flowers. So her, Angela Bassett, and Michonne from Walking Dead go to the mountains where the gorilla guy is, and they go and they're like, hey, why don't we give you the Black Panther stuff so that you can fight the bad Black Panther, because now he's evil. So he's like, nah, how about I show you something really cool? They take him in like this ice bath thing, and then they're like, what? Yeah. Stuff. Mike. I will, you know what? I'm just going to hold it. There we go. I'm holding it like this. So Chadwick Boseman is given this liquid, and then he's given the liquid. He comes back to life. So then he leads like this army thing against Michael B. Jordan's army, and they're fighting. Michonne has like this spear, and she stabs people, and then like the gorilla people come back, and they join Chadwick Boseman's army, and then they're fighting, and then Michael B. Jordan's about to die. But Chadwick Boseman's like, dude, you're my cousin. I want to save you. But he's like, nah, I'm going to die honorably like my ancestors. Because this whole thing is like a metaphor for slavery or something. So then turns out that Michael B. Jordan dies. Chadwick Boseman is still Black Panther. And he gets to hang out with Lupita Nyong'o, which I would say is pretty good for him. And that's the movie, Wakanda Forever. There it is. Alif, what'd you think?
Stop.
What do
you
think?
can't do this.
I can't?
You can't do this.
They
You're
did
not
it in the
allowed to.
movie.
You can't do this.
What do you mean I can't do this?
You can't do this. Let's just walk off.
All right. More after the break. There's more Tom and Chrissy, and then Alif does sports. After the break. Tune in.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Is how are you, Precious? Okay.
Take out the precious. Way too cheesy.
Okay, yeah.
Just go, hey, how are you?
Nope.
How's your day?
Yeah.
Don't be cheesy.
Yeah, I figured.
So, what'd she say?
She's still typing. I'm not sure. She never takes this long.
I wouldn't worry about it. Give it a few minutes.
Okay.
Hi, welcome back to TOP 10 Nightly News, where my own girlfriend won't make out with me on air.
Exactly. On air. Do
Why
you see
not?
a problem here?
I do.
No.
I do.
No, I don't. You hear our producers?
Yeah, our producer is a prude. All right, well, moving on. Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
Hi.
Anthony.
Did you guys like my weather?
It was
Yeah, it was very informative.
Good.
I know exactly what I'm expecting tomorrow. From
that,
weather.
that shot
lightning.
from like
Yeah.
last year. Informative.
Yeah.
Really
It really
informative.
gives me a strong outlook for tomorrow.
Good. That's what I go for.
Pretty.
All right, well, I guess we should get on with the news.
Cool. I'll just chill
All right.
here.
All right, so Oreos came out with a new limited edition Oreo. The flavors are cherry cola, kettle corn, and pina colada. And insert anchor reaction here.
I don't. Ew.
Oh, am I not supposed to say that? Am I actually supposed to have like an actual reaction to that?
I think so.
Oh,
cool. I'm in the OCS. No. Put it back. I want to be on it.
Pros with GPAs. Okay.
There it is.
Mark Zuckerberg, ever heard of him? Announced a bunch of new. Both of you announced a bunch of new features on Facebook, such as a dating app for Facebook members and new Instagram filters. But the biggest announcement was that there's a new privacy control called Clear History. It will allow users to clear their browser history after using the site. Zuckerberg told a crowd of developers that the world would lose if Facebook went away. Okay, first of all, cocky. Second of all, get out of my shot. Yeah, okay, we will lose. Do you know how many Facebook accounts have been linked to Facebook? Also, how am I going to keep in contact with my parents and everyone over 50? For the love of God, internet, get it together, Facebook.
HTTP.
No, you should definitely read that hyperlink.
Semicolon dash www.
I don't think you're supposed to read that.
I
don't.
/2018/05/01
I don't think you're getting it. You're not supposed to read it.
Instagram.
You're not.
Just to give a little
All right.
context, before the show, we like to use some references to stories that we want to use. This story didn't follow through, but for entertainment purposes, Tom is. Oh, now you're crossing it off. You decided
Hold on.
to read
Can we just stop?
hyperlink.
Wait, stop for a second. First of all, you should zoom in more. Okay, this shot is not tied. There you go, camera two. A little more.
Yeah,
there you go. Perfect.
Who's directing
okay?
this show?
Yeah, who's directing?
Here,
Clearly not an
I was
Ozzy
the
winner.
news
That's
director.
who.
He
Yeah,
was the
I
VP,
won an Ozzy.
and he was the VP.
He won an
Four
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Fred,
He was
who's
going
topper
on.
of the week, won an
He was going
Ozzy.
on.
Four.
Wow.
I am validated by the comm department.
Aren't
Oh,
we
yeah.
all validated
So
by
is
the
Alif.
department?
He'll be
You're
up later.
validated by the comm department.
Yeah.
You're validated by the comm department.
So coming up in sports, you insert info here.
Also, we have Alif Kareem coming
Yeah.
up.
Who's that?
For the Oswego. Some kid.
That was that guy that pushed me before, wasn't it?
Formerly known as
Some guy.
BFF, currently known
I
as
don't
the
like
next
that.
person to have a job. Okay,
I
you're
still
watching
don't have a job.
WTOP 10.
I don't have a
News.
job
We
either.
all don't have a job.
I'm actually very poor. This is very bad for me.
I'm just rooting for
I have a
him.
terrible
What's for
financial
late night
situation.
tonight?
Where's
What's
the
for late night?
menu?
I don't know.
Up there in the bump.
Not getting me a job.
What is this?
Hey you! Can you guess the mystery word? Here are your clues. We have Oswego, student, run, television, and finally, station. What do you get? The home of the wordiest game show on earth, WTOP 10. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Mystery WTOP. Watch the mystery word every other Sunday night at 10. Only on WTOP 10 TV.
Maybe he's really focused.
Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today.
Sharing stories from home helps me sustain my recovery from my mental and substance use disorder. Join the Voices for Recovery.
For confidential information on mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back. Unfortunately, our directors couldn't hear all of us outside, but they were doing the music for me, so I knew that. All right, as mentioned before, our time at TOP is finally up. One person I know is super excited and can't be any more than anyone else around us. Former sports director Ryan Berger. Now, I don't know, I sent a picture. I don't know if it's going to come up eventually, but when he talked about the highlights for this year, it wasn't anything that he did, or it was rather something that he didn't have to deal with. The SUNYAC baseball tournament will be broadcasted by Cortland High School, to which Ryan said, bless up. Now, speaking of raging fire, someone who's about to be thrown right into the mix is Brittany Cairns, the new sports director. She's already done more than Berger in the last few months, so there's no doubt of who is the right person for the job. Let's just hope the position itself, though, doesn't bring her down, because we all know a couple people. All right, so if we're sticking with new management, right, Justin Krause. I'm sure you've heard this name. He's the guy who's in charge of fixing everything. But one thing he can fix is his jumper. Take a look at this footage I have of him. I found see this weak-ass jumper? Okay, he called game on this one, and then the last one, slow-mo. I had to slow it down because he actually hit that one. Unfortunately, Justin Krause did not have a winning record in the WTOP basketball tournament. He indeed was crossed up by both me and Griffin. He will deny it, though. Moving forward, someone else, well, first of all, let me warn you that this is graphic material, okay? Only days before his reign as general manager ended, Justin Penman made the unfortunate mistake of challenging the Diabetic Dynamite to a dance battle. Jess Kizuk absolutely wiped the floor with the head honcho himself. So bad at one point. Take a look at these moves. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Right there is more of a spaz on the floor, and then he's trying to recover there. Jess comes in. Okay, Penman again one more time. Penman thinks he can do the worm eventually, but the worm doesn't look like the worm. It looks like a piece of Cheeto falling right there. Look at that. He's spazzing on the ground. It looks like it's hard for him to have any bodily functions. And Jess comes in and she kind of She's starting the lawnmower, and she's going with the lawnmower. The lawnmower move to finish it off, to wipe off the end bits. That's how we do it here. Jess Kizuk was awarded the winner of this dance battle. She's going to put this on her resume for sure. So you already know that Jess is going to be more successful than the GM himself. We're going to move forward. This is a little cute story right here. This little guy we're going to talk about is the very embodiment of overconfidence. So check out this footage I found. This little guy, this little man, is going to run up so slow because he just bombed it out of the park. Now for him, it's probably hitting it more than 15 feet. But that's 15 feet the other kids can't wall towards. Look at this kid. He's got so much swagger. We already know he's going to easily be more successful than any of us on this anchor desk, myself included, especially for a sports guy. I don't really know what I'm talking about at this point. All I know is he won't listen to his third base coach. He's just going to keep moving forward at his own pace. He's loving it. And he's just going to eventually make it there. So we don't have to stay on this thing forever. So we can come back to us right now. I personally found this. I'm like, you know what, guys? He's good.
So much swagger in such a little man.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you call her again? The
diabetic dynamite.
Dynamite?
Diabetic dynamite. So I called it dynamite 2 reasons. 1, she had a lot of energy. 2, she broke her insulin pump on that dance battle.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
That's dedication.
That's something a lot of people did
dedication.
she broke her insulin pump during the whole battle itself, and it was pretty funny.
Oh, no, but I'd say it's worth it. She has bragging rights for days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She can go on saying, you know what? I beat the general manager right before he got out of office.
Wow.
Melissa Wilson.
All right.
Jess is coming for you next.
All right. Well, can we get maybe a final weather report?
Sure. I don't have the remote, but I remember what I said. So basically, in Black Panther, Wakanda is the place where they all live. And I told you what the movie is. I'm not gonna look. I bless the rains down in Wakanda.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great song. That's not a song. The song that is based off of Africa by Africa by
Is it crazy
Toto.
for me to ask how accurate that forecast was?
That was all just they put that in. I didn't put any of that in.
Thanks, Rob.
The people who control the monitor and the satellite and all that. I didn't do any of that.
You can switch up the info that's on there, right? Like
No, I
change
know.
the numbers.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I want it to be like partially
We
accurate.
can argue about this all you want, but we've got to go.
How much time do we have left? What do you mean we're
We're
done?
wrapping it up. Yeah, thank you.
Well, 5, 4, wait, I'm not done.
Bye.
Wakanda forever.
See this band right here? It's forming just north of us. That's going to shift south through the area and produce a moderate amount of snowfall. Catch Oswego County's most accurate forecast Monday through Thursday nights live at 9 p.m. on WTOP 10 TV.
Hey you! Can you guess the mystery word? Here are your clues. We have Oswego, student, run, television, and finally, station. What do you get? The home of the wordiest game show on earth, WTOP 10. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Mystery WTOP. Watch the mystery word every other Sunday night at 10. Only on WTOP 10 TV.
Sharing stories from home helps me sustain my recovery from my mental and substance use disorder. Join the Voices for Recovery.
For confidential information on mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.